Hey guys, I just finished my trading session and I made over $3,000 in 20 minutes using Alligator and relative strength indicator. If you want to find out, then watch this video till the end. Let's start. My name's Oliver. Let's go. Right, okay guys, so we have Alligator today and we're starting with something quite low today. So I just made this $4 option, put option, and I see a flat going into something kind of bearish mood. You see the alligator, all three lines are pointing down, so we are going with that. So pretty much there's a flat market, so it could go either way, but we try to predict the situation just with those subtle things as well. The relative strength indicator also doesn't have much to show us that the price is going to go up, so we are here relying on those two, and I think they are being quite honest in this situation because it looks quite bearish, right? So let's wait for the result of this and we continue. Here is our first profit. It's not huge, it's $7.48, and we are going to use the entirety of the balance for the compound percentage to work, so the balance grows exponentially. I'm sure you know about the compound percent already. If you don't, well, let's see how it works. Let's change the currency, and what do we have here? I mean, we are kind of at we're crossing, I mean, first thing is we're crossing those three alligator lines. All three, we crossed them down, so we are falling in price. And also there is a kind of let's say an overpricing situation, overvaluation situation, so it is time for it to also drop down, and this is what's happening. So let's wait for the result of this option and we continue. And here is the profit of this one, is $13.09. It's not a huge one, but as you can see, it grows every time. It grows a bit more and a bit more. So the next one is going to be $13. Let's put it in there in investment box, and we move on with the next currency. Okay, let's change the currency. By the way, guys, if you're unfamiliar with some of the terms I'm using, with indicators and so on, or the platform itself, you can find a link to the platform in the description of this video, as well as my Telegram group where me and my team have a beautiful team that's working. So see this situation here, it's time to go up. Really, there was also a flat, but we're starting to, as you can see, we're starting to break through those resistance lines in a face of alligator lines. We are starting to cross them up. And also the relative strength indicator is pointing up, so it's a good point for us to go in with the call option. Continuing on what I was saying is that I have a great team that shares, that works hard for the content on our Telegram group, so you guys can learn. So it's a filtered information. All of us have experience in trading, a lot, years of experience, and we're sharing that on the Telegram group. Join that via link in the invitation link in the description to this video. Also, if you want to learn all the terms, indicators, how it works and whatnot, you know, it always helps. And here, while we were talking, $24 profit already. Let's go in for our next option, $24. And let's jump to the next currency. Just want to see. Okay, so what happens here? See this relative strength indicator pointing down at the moment, and I mean it all looks pretty dull. But I'm looking also that we're hitting kind of a bottom there. On the RSI there is the two lines in between which we're usually the market goes up and down, and then when you enter one or the other area, it's either oversold or overbought. But here we get to this line, and it acts as a support level. So this is what I'm looking at here. I've kind of worked off the support levels, so because it bounces off the levels and goes up. It might continue falling a bit more later, but right now we need this profit from this situation here, from this kind of a pullback situation, a bounce situation, and we had it. We had this profit, $44 of profit. $45 we can place for our next option, and we're gonna do just that. So let's go. Okay, let's go to the next currency in this case. So 40. Okay, 45, and we're gonna go with the call option here. It looks a bit messy here actually, but also we have there is a bullish trend going on, and again there is you could say there is kind of an interest zone forming there. But basically what happens here, like RSI doesn't show us a lot of the growth, but there is definitely a bullish mood starting, and right now we are trying to break this levels, and hopefully it works out. But right now for us, so as soon as some of the bullish mood starts to happen, like this few candles in green, it starts going up, it's a good sign to jump into the long, and this is exactly what I did. As you can see, also all the three lines of Alligator are looking up, although now you might enter into a pullback, maybe, possibly, maybe not, but it can happen, and you can also make some money on that, on pullbacks. I usually have a lot of those because we don't have time to sit here for hours and trying to look for the best situation. So what happens here, again, we're gonna go ahead and try to use that situation, kind of, there's some bullish impulse, I would say, going on here. See that this green candle it was actually quite strong. See if that's what I interpreted, but I kind of see that. So this is like a pullback. We're in the pullback right now, and hopefully we are correct, because who knows? Maybe it's a wrong one, but let's wait for the result and we can continue. Here is the kind of first good profit, like, wow, okay, so we can make some money on it. $157 we have on our balance. I'm gonna use the whole thing. You could possibly just continue with the $2 again, or whatever it was, $4 that I used, and then trying to make that way. But I'm gonna go and show you the exponential growth that we can reach with using the entirety of the balance. So call option here. Why? Because we have everything is going and showing us the opposite, right? But we kind of entered a kind of a flat here a little bit, yeah. So it was a pullback, but then it didn't go down again. So it kind of it might still, as you can see, but so maybe I interpreted wrong, mind you. You're not 100%, but this is the feeling I had. It was kind of entering into this flat mood, right? But again, see what happens now. We're trying to break through. So this is a really good impulse, bullish impulse there. So this is a really good sign. $293 from this option on its own. And see what happens. It's going up. And now I would wait if I was there to trade, on the same one. I would wait and see if it picks up more green candles right now. If the price starts to going up, then it would be a really good thing to do, because we're trying to break this resistance level in the face of alligator lines. It's trying to break these levels, and then RSI, relative strength indicator, is also pointing up at the moment. So it's a really good, interesting situation. Yeah, so if there's, so it means maybe we're on the turning, on the direction switching of the trends. So there was one trend, and then we change direction, and we go up. This can happen. We'll see. Let's see. I don't know if we should stay on this or not. So a lot of time is just a waiting game as well. So we're just gonna wait, but we don't have time for that. That's boring. Let's go to this next one. Here I have, it's actually looking fun. We're gonna go and work with this as a support levels for which we're gonna bounce off, right? Oh, actually, I just made okay. So I meant to use the entirety, and I made a mistake, but I still used the entirety, but let's split it into. So we have kind of a pullback, but then we reach the support level in the face of alligator line at the top, right, the green line, and we're gonna bounce off from that, and this is what I'm expecting here, and so far so good. If we can get profit from this situation, then it's all we need. It's all we need. Then later on, it doesn't matter. Later on, you can. There we are. Which we made the profit from this. So awesome. Okay, and this one. Oh, great. So we have $550 in total from the options, and it worked beautifully. See this interpretation, worked perfectly. So that's what we need. See, it started going up. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go and place the correct amount first in here. And let's go to the next option. Let's switch to the guys. So to know these things, you gotta practice, you gotta learn, and the groups like ours is just really helpful in your path to learn how everything works. Okay, so what do we have? I mean, we're in a trend. We're in a downtrend. So maybe let's just trust the trend, the graph. But then indicator and oscillator are both showing the price is dropping at this moment for now. So let's wait for the result of this one, guys, and I'm excited because it's getting to something pretty interesting, right? We're getting up to 1,000 soon. If this works out, here it is, guys. An awesome profit already, $1,028. We're gonna go ahead and use a 1,000 next. For example, here. Let's see. Actually, so we also have this helpful sidebar. Let's make the put option here as, yeah, so the sidebar is giving us pretty strong advice on what percentage is we're looking at, and both of the indicator and oscillators both looking down, and the trend. So in this case, I kind of went with the trend, right? Because we're entering this zone of oversold, of, you know, when the price is really low, we're entering that zone. So I think we have enough time to still to play around, but it could also have a pullback, a bounce off, because we're touching on the levels. So it's never 100%. You can get so far to, you know, you can get so far to the percentage, but in this case it worked out. Beautiful. Wow, beautiful, guys. So I'm going to have the next the next option. So see, in this case it worked, but I'm gonna split this next one into, so I can make a couple of at the same time. I'm gonna make a 1,800 option. Right, so here we're probably gonna go through, see the patterns, we're probably gonna go through those lines. So let's try out. Let's try out this situation. So we have so we have the levels of support, which I kind of think we're gonna try and break through, considering the situations that we just saw on the graph. It will probably try to repeat some of the patterns because it's rhythmic. It's got a rhythm. Sometimes it's arrhythmic. It happens, but most of the time there is a rhythm. At times you can follow, and as you can see, we are in the profit here with this using the rhythm of this currency and using it to our advantage. We just made the profit. We have made 3,500 almost in 20 minutes, guys. I'm gonna stop here. Hope you enjoyed the trading session. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.